Okay, guys, we're live.
Cool.
Hello, everyone on the stream. This is RTFM Radio, the show for all geeks, guys, gamers, girls, gays, people, things, guinea pigs. And today we're going to be talking about a variety of subjects. For example, GTA 5's potential release date, AMD's APUs, Android 4.4 KitKat, Saphiro, and a lot of other things. So today's show is going to be jam-packed full of awesome stuff. I hope you enjoy. So your host today is Dennis, Kieran, Tom, and Ewan. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
What is up, guys? I'm Tom. You've heard me from last week. I'm the bit of a tech nerd and gadget geek. You guys are going to be hearing about me talking about the Android 4.4 and the HTC One M8. They're all new. Ewan?
Nice.
Hi, I'm Ewan. I just talk. Well, I'm also a tech person, but I normally talk about the stuff that is more of a gaming experience, which is on the side where you'd only. It's like a little toy type of thing, rather than an actual full-on game or news or anything like that. So it's the new side news, basically.
Kieran?
Hey, I'm Kieran. I'm a computer engineer wannabe, and today I'm going to be talking about AMD's APU line, which is going to be an interesting topic in my opinion.
Very nice, guys. Okay. Well, I'm Dennis. Some of you may know me from other places. I am, again, just like these guys, I love tech. We're all pretty much tech nerds, and I also enjoy video gaming, ice hockey, lots of other sports, and today I'm going to be talking about GTA 5's potential release date and Facebook's tracking feature. So, should we get into it, guys?
Yeah, let's go straight into it.
Alright, cool. I'm going to start off. Music is a bit loud. Oh, sorry, I will turn that down. Is that better? Should be a bit better now. Alright. Alright, cool. Okay, so basically, guys, GTA 5 on PC. Everyone's been asking this question for a while. We've all been looking forward to it. It's something that a lot of us, especially as PC gamers, have been looking forward to, as GTA 5 is an amazing game and it could just be brilliant on PC. So, a couple of days ago, this was reported on a few news websites saying that a CD key has been found on simplecdkeys.com. The website claims to have a release date of September 19th, 2014. Although Rockstar haven't actually commented on this yet, and there's actually no guarantee that this is the official release date. But this website apparently does have CD keys, and they do have the things that allow you to buy the game as well. I'm not sure if it's a scam or anything. I'm not sure if I believe it. But what do you guys think? What about you, Ewan? What do you think?
I think it could be a scam. It's because they haven't actually released it on the proper website first. I think if they were going to do it, they would release it on actual full-on GTA before it goes on any websites, because otherwise GTA and Rockstar might actually have a go at them now.
Okay, what about you, Tom?
Well, I don't know. You never really believe everything you see on the internet, and if it's been sort of tweaked for a bit of like September. I mean, if it was going to be something really, someone taking the biscuit, then they would have thought, oh, it's been released, find it here. But I don't know. Maybe they've sort of tweaked it for early sort of September release. I'm not really sure. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I know I am. I don't know. It sounds like it's going to be a pretty good game on PC, actually. What about you, Kieran?
At the moment, I'm taking everything as a sort of pinch of salt, where we don't know anything until it's actually confirmed. I would really like GTA 5 on the PC. I think the fact it's on a console turns me off in a bit because of the low frames and the lower graphics. I would like to feel the full experience on a computer that can run this kind of game and experience this, in my opinion.
I would disagree to that. Mainly because on a console, then it's a lot harder to mod and you can actually play the game properly. I do admit there is like occasional lag spikes on actual GTA on Xbox and PS3. Yet if you have it on PC, it's instantly going to be modded, and it's just going to be a modded game, not an actual game where people can free roam and play it properly.
Rockstar claimed that they would put things against it on this game.
Yeah, Rockstar would do something against that.
What sort of specs will this game require? So what are the minimum requirements? Because I think it's quite a high graphical game from what I've seen of it on Xbox. I mean, definitely compared to the last GTA.
Well, let's take it from GTA 4's standpoint. GTA 4 was horribly optimized for the PC when it came out because it was an Xbox game. It was designed for the Xbox from the ground up and console game basically. When they released it to the PC, it was notorious for having bad performance. The best like CPUs back then couldn't really handle it. Even then, the performance was pretty meh. And even now, the performance is pretty meh unless you have a newer generation i5 or an i7. And it does not like AMD processors much, so I just wanted to get that through. So I'm pretty sure Rockstar would like do something about that this time around and make the performance lower, not the performance, the requirements lower, sorry, and they'd try and address the all PC crowd, I think.
Okay, so as you guys know, that the nature of GTA, as we've seen with previous GTAs from all the way from San Andreas to GTA 4, they've all they've all come from console over to PC in the end. So do you think that GTA 5 will definitely be put on PC, or do you think that these are just rumors just trying to twist with us?
They would be very silly not to put it on PC.
Yeah, they'd be missing out.
They will definitely put it on PC.
Yeah, because like they would lose so many customers if they didn't put it on PC. Because people like me and you know, you've already got an Xbox, but me, I don't really play Xbox that much, and I'm not going to pay X amount per year for Live or whatever. But you know, I would buy it. But if it's a reasonable price, maybe I'd buy it a bit when it's gone down because I'm not a massive GTA fan. But I would still be spending my money on GTA, and I think that would be something they'd be massively missing out on if they did put it on their PC. What do you guys think?
If it does come out on PC, it's going to have to be cheaper than it was on PS3 and Xbox, because as it is a PC game, all games are normally cheaper on there, and it's going to be, say, modded straight away. And that's the only reason why I'd probably get it, because unless I'll just play it on the Xbox if I wanted to just like play it normally. But if you play it on the PC, then you can mod it. You can do all the different things with all your friends.
You can mod it on Xbox. Perfect.
Yeah, no, but not as easily. But as soon as it comes on PC, they're going to actually allow you to make it so you can mod it, most likely.
They're not going to allow you to mod it. They're not going to just purposely say, "Hey, mod it, be free." They're going to try to present
unless they
release
they release a modding kit, in which case then
they didn't.
Yeah,
they didn't.
They're going to release some kind of stuff that can mod.
They didn't.
No, but they can.
There are ways to prevent the modding, though. They are going to apparently focus on it by having their own sort of things.
In the old GTAs, they deliberately made it so then, like, they didn't try and take off the mods. They allowed people to mod it because it was actually really fun, and that was like one of the main reasons why people got on PC, just to mod.
But it's not like you had an unfair advantage because everyone else was modding, and it was just hilarious. The amount of stuff that you could do, it was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it was fun. You could just spawn tanks on people.
Yeah, it was.
Do you guys think that
brilliant.
modding makes the game better, or does it take the fun out of the game?
It increases the life of the game, in my opinion. You've all heard of DayZ, correct? That was a mod for the game Arma 2. Arma was basically dead or dying before DayZ came out. DayZ came out and the popularity grew. They basically like really overhauled the sales of Arma 2, and it like boosted the game back up again.
It came out to like the best game out of that particular time.
It was on Steam. It was like the best game selling for like a few months, and modding does save a game. It can save a game. It can make a game. It made Minecraft, for example. Minecraft itself is good, but with the modding, it's even better. So I think if GTA is if you
played Minecraft by yourself, you'd just be bored.
Yeah. If you allow mods in GTA, or just as long as you're able to mod it, it could be even better than it is. So that's why I want to push through.
Fair enough.
Okay. All right. I don't know. I'm not really much of a gamer myself, and I really want to get into that stuff. But you know, it costs money, and like £30 for a game, and I get like 4 of those.
I think they will
like,
make it cheaper.
I'm poor again, and I don't know
because it is constantly just for modding and all that type of stuff. They are going to make it cheaper, otherwise people are not just going to get it just to play on PC. No, mods will be completely free. You just download them and just put them on, or just tweak the code.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if this is sort of if I'd buy it or not, because I've never bought a GTA before. That's my admission. But like
you've never bought
I've
a GTA.
never ever bought a GTA game before.
Have you played one?
Wow.
Have you ever like played one or owned one? Like even a crack?
Podcast.
I've played a few GTA games here and there, but I've never properly I've played it on your Xbox, and I played something like that. I certainly played something on my computer, but you know, something like that. All right. But I don't know. It's just I'm not.
Today, Junior.
Oh, I don't know. It seems like it could be a good game, but then there's no. Is there actually a storyline?
Oh yes, there is.
There is?
Yes, GTA 5 has an amazing story.
It is really
Oh,
good.
okay.
Like
Oh,
the whole
okay.
GTA series, all of them have an amazing story. It's brilliant.
Because like
It's
Halo
just-
4,
it's
for
just that-
example, I nearly cried when I completed that game because
Halo
that was
4
such
wasn't
a
as good as the
good
others.
Story. Yes, it
It
was.
was. It was not. This is
It
another
wasn't.
debate. Let's not get into this.
No, let's get into this. This is entertaining. Let's do it.
Okay, basically,
well-
Tom, Halo 4 massively screwed over the other Halo games. The
No.
Halo 3, they threw out the canon. Have you seen the UNSC ships in Halo 4? They look
Yeah,
like
yeah,
flaming
yeah.
Stargate
Okay,
ships.
but
They
the
look-
actual story, the story that they've written, I followed that all the way through, and then I completed the game, and I was like, oh, well, now I have nothing to do, and now my life has just become boring all of a sudden.
Well, I won't lie. I was a bit teary. I won't lie. I won't
Yes,
lie.
I knew you
but-
were.
But I wasn't to the point where I like blubbered. I was just like, oh, that's a shame.
I was blubbering for
And
this.
there's me who doesn't play any Halo games.
And then there's you and was like, oh, Halo, that's a good Iron Man film.
No, gotta admit, I have played it on other people's Xboxes. It is a really good game, and I've heard that it's a really good story. Except I won't personally play it, mainly because I didn't play it when it came out
me-
originally, and there's probably no point starting now.
To
because
me, it
you've
wasn't
got
a
to
real
get
Halo
references
game
for-
because it was made by 343, not Bungie. And to me, Halo has to be made by Bungie to feel like Halo. But it was still
That's
decent,
true.
in my opinion. The multiplayer was utter
Yeah.
boring, to be honest.
Mm.
But
Yeah, I heard that Forge was much better. My favorite part of Halo was always the Forge, and I loved it in Reach so much that I played it hours on end. But I got
Oh.
Halo 4, and within the first 2 hours, I was really bored.
Yeah. Forge was not good on Halo 4.
Apparently,
I
it was
think.
supposed to be improved though, but I just didn't see it.
they
I
made
know.
it too easy.
It was very easy.
Yeah, I know, and I couldn't really understand it, but probably because I have a really small screen, the resolution was really blurry, and I couldn't read stuff. But that's just this is me. I mean, so,
That's that topic quickly, finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know on stream, I've now put up the little mumble thing on the bottom so you can see who's speaking at each time. Dina Bean is
Genius.
Dennis, Jason is Kieran, Flipson is Ewan, and Tom is
you'll
Tom.
never
So
guess who I am.
yeah, exactly. So now at least you know who's
Should we
talking
change
at
our
which time.
names or something?
Yeah, to do that we have to leave mumble and enter again. So it's a pain in the bum.
Okay, let's just leave it.
Yeah, but I've explained it now, so at least
Okay.
everyone knows who's who. All right.
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
talking.
so it's not popping up when I talk.
So let me go back to the GTA
'Cause delay.
subject, anyways. There is one other site that actually has leaked information about GTA coming out on PC, and that is a Romanian site which I actually don't have the link for. I'm sorry. That they claim that GTA 5 will be released on March the 15th, 2015. As you can see, these are two different dates. I mean, September 19th to March the 15th, which just makes it seem so different. But my only sort of thought about that is, well, they are two different countries that these websites come from. One's from Romania and I think the other was from US. So maybe it's going to come out in US first and Romania after. I mean, that happens with some games, doesn't it? But what do you guys think? I mean, Kieran, why don't you have a go?
Europe's release date is usually the only. Well, usually I know that Europe's release date is the same in most countries, maybe a day or two difference. But North America's release date is obviously quite different. They usually get their games earlier. Sometimes they get it later, but they usually get it earlier. Same with Asia, the Asian continent. That's usually a bit different as well. But the Europe's release date is the same. So this is not going well with each other in terms of the news. But I think maybe one could be North American release date, and maybe another one could be Europe, perhaps.
Fair enough.
Maybe. I think that's a possibility. It sounds plausible.
That's true.
I like how just Tom wanted to talk, so he just said that little bit and had no clue.
Alright, Ewan, what about you? What do you think of this?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I'm not talking because I have I disagree with Kieran. I'm not going to talk because I know that it is a good idea, and it's I don't know if it's a good idea or bad, but yeah, there you go.
Fair enough. Alright. So as I said
That's my
earlier,
opinion.
That was
Rockstar
a
haven't
massive speech,
actually...
Ewan.
Yeah, it was absolutely mahusive. Alright. Okay, so
The
as I said
best speech
earlier, Rockstar have not commented on any of this yet, and we still await confirmation that it will be out on the PC. But do you think that they're not commenting on it because they want to hide it and not let anyone know if GTA is coming out, just to lead us on even more? Or do you think that they haven't commented on it because they don't know about it or something?
I don't know. I mean, they could, comment on it and say, look, this is true, and then, Facebook will explode and fanboys everywhere will go crazy, and it would just be, and then you actually go, oh, actually, wait, we're going to change the release date, so it's going to be later on in the year, and then, it crashes again, and then everyone sort of cries, but then, so maybe they're not certain about what they're going to do. Maybe they don't even have a release date, because it's like, it could be then, they might have decided yet, and we don't know that.
Well, I just want to push on a little fact here that goes back to Halo, but we know for a fact that Halo 3 for the PC is coming.
Oh,
we know
God,
that
yes.
for a fact.
That
And
is fact. Oh my god, I can't wait.
Microsoft have not confirmed anything. The company responsible for porting Halo games to the PC have said no comment.
Well,
so that says something.
Did you know what happened with that? Like, it was a Steam added something to their library and accidentally named it Halo 3.
Not only that, AMD's drivers, like recently, one of AMD's beta drivers had Halo 3 like mentioned in the code, and everyone freaked out about that. So we know it's definitely coming.
It is on its way.
We need to look for the signs, and I think this is the same situation with GTA. Perhaps we're not looking hard enough.
That is such a good game. Oh my god.
Guys, back to the release date thing. When it comes up to actual releasing in GTA, the reason why they probably haven't actually put it out is because remember when GTA first got released onto Xbox and PS3, the servers instantly crashed because they didn't anticipate how many people were going to just join, and it literally just crashed all the servers straight away, so no one could go online. But it's probably going to be like that with PC, so they might not release a date until they realise how many people are just going to be buying the game and instantly going online.
Are you
True.
insisting that PC is a wider market?
Yeah,
point,
in
Dennis.
terms of they will make it like a lot better, but they need to actually at least prepare, because as soon as people go on the PC, they're not going to go on storyline. If they're going to go on Xbox and PS3, they're going to go mostly on storyline. But when it's PC, it's most likely going to be online.
But some people have the argument that, oh, we've already got it on Xbox, why would I want to buy it on PC again? Especially if there's going to be,
Because you
just
can
like
mod it.
GTA 4, mods.
It's a whole different experience. It's a whole
The
different
graphics are going to
experience.
be way better, depending on your computer, of course, but if you have one of those computers that's able to handle it, the graphics are going to be beautiful. I mean, I don't know if you've played GTA 4 on PC, but they look
And render
so nice. It is, but it is terribly optimized for PC, though. That's the only bad thing. That's the thing that I'm
Dennis,
worried about with GTA 5.
Slap E and B onto GTA 4 on the PC, and you've got almost real-life graphics there. I don't care what anyone says. It's just, have you seen the screenshots? They're ridiculous.
They are.
They're
It is
really
beautiful.
good.
I'll try and get one up on screen now while you guys.
Get one on screen.
ENB, what's it called? ENB GTA 4.
GTA. Yep.
GTA 4.
And
right.
just get that straight up on the screen, because those graphics are amazing. And if we can get,
Is that GTA
well,
or is
first-
that real life? Like, wow.
well, yeah, exactly. It's GTA, but it's so boosted up you couldn't tell the difference.
Is that
between
the one
real
with
life.
like the shaded
It-
graphics and all that type of stuff?
I
where it
don't know.
looks
I
perfect
can't
on
tell if
the
it's real
graphics?
life. Some of these
It's
photos I just can't
ridiculous.
tell.
I think
If they do that, I'm gonna love that game.
people play GTA forwards for those graphics. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but they do. They lit up and they're like, oh my god, the graphics are so nice, I could drive around all day. But if they can do it in GTA 5, that's going to be even better. Especially with a better optimized engine, with GTA 5's engine.
And they
I'll
have
be
better
amazing.
physics and everything like that.
Just trying to find a good photo. I mean, a lot of these are just really pixelated and stuff, so. This is difficult.
It's
I think
difficult. I
this is
mean,
ENB. Can't
this
find one.
is going to be brilliant if it comes out, and it's going to be big. It's going to be big. So, it's. I can't wait. It's
Here's
gonna
a
be
good image, Dennis. Here's a good image.
Yeah,
I'll
you
put it
just
on the
linked me one because I.
Pop one right there.
wall. That is like, what the hell? Where the hell do these graphics come from? And
I thought
what
that was
PC
real life. That's why I didn't click on that photo.
NASA want their computer back. So-
Sort of is that? No.
That's real life. I mean, that's not real
That's-
life.
that's real
GTA.
life.
Wait, so let me
That's
have a
GTA.
look.
Is this real
That
life?
Sort of is that GTA.
That's
That's
GTA.
someone's picture of a taxi.
No, it's not. It's GTA.
No, that is GTA. Look at the.
I recognise the street.
walls around it.
That is
I know.
GTA.
Oh wait, actually, the people don't look quite real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at the people in that.
But the environment looks lifelike.
That's
And that was on
my
the old
God.
GTA when it was like
Is this
really
real
bad
life?
graphics and that.
Wow.
There's amazing graphics, and GTA 5 needs this. It needs it.
If GTA 5 had that, I think I would need quad Black Titans.
Oh god, yes.
I would. Oh my gosh. My just like right. Say goodbye, social life. Goodbye.
Hey NASA Gold, they want their PC
Go
back.
Put a padlock on my room now and just
Meanwhile,
live in here.
meanwhile, Ewan's like, goodbye, PC.
Yes.
It just burns.
It just like he tries to
I'm
open it.
guessing
It doesn't
it's
even get to the
disgusting.
loading screen. It just blows up.
Bam!
It just like pulls out a gun and shoots itself.
I can imagine that. The Ewan's PC. For those that are listening and don't know about Ewan's PC, I'm sure you would have because, you know, oh my god. If you can imagine how do I describe Ewan's PC?
Potato.
Oh yeah, a potato, or maybe a toaster if you're pushing
With
it.
circuits.
But yeah.
I found
so, you know,
an
you
image
Sort of... You found an image?
for his thing. Check the stream in a sec. You'll see it. All right, there we go.
Okay.
That's Ewan's PC right there. It's gonna take over the world. I'm telling
on a
you.
delay.
It's gonna take over the world.
I honestly can't see it yet. I have to wait for the delay to stop. 1 second. Nope, can't see it.
How loud is the music on the stream, by the way, guys? Because I'm not sure if it's too
1
loud or
second,
not.
let me find out.
It's fine.
All right, good. Okay, so Ewan's PC is that potato. It's gonna take over the world.
Oh god.
I can see it now, and that's a work of art. That's what that is.
That thing could run GTA 5.
It has 2 tongues.
Wait, it hasn't loaded for me.
I'm gonna put it back to the thing now.
It's on the stream if you want.
Oh man, see that's perfect. That's perfect.
So Ewan, don't open your browser. Your PC will
Oh
explode.
wow,
Don't do
wow, wow, that's mean. That's just mean.
That's your
It's your
PC.
PC. Has buttons and everything.
Okay. Well, I
okay,
think
right,
that's
we moving
GTA
on?
5. I think that's GTA 5 done. So now, Tom, do you want to go on with your HTC One M8?
Yes. Okay. So HTC One M8 that was recently released. Now, this was the sort of thing that Robert Downey Jr., the guy that plays Iron Man, he did an advert for HTC saying, you know, this is the HTC One, and HTC One is the best phone ever. Actually, wait, no, it's not. This is the HTC One M8. Now,
That's because
the
he got given
differences-
billions.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. The differences between this and the HTC One, I can't see that many, but this thing is got some power to it. This has got a Snapdragon Qualcomm processor. Now I think that's quad core. This is going to be, you know, this is going to be more powerful than UNT. Now, this has got something called boom sound. I don't know if you guys have heard about this when HTC phones. The your mum is quickly hoovering outside my room. I'll be off. Okay, awesome, Dennis. Anyway, so this has got boom sound. So instead of normally on your phone, you put the speakers at the back of the phone. They've got the speakers facing the front, so it makes sense that the user that's using the phone can hear the music. You know, it makes sense. This has also got some other stuff, like it's got a 2,600 milliamp battery, so it's got a good lot of life in it. It's completely made. The exterior I think it's made from metal, so you've got quite a sturdy phone. But if you chip it, you know, removing the whole, it's gonna be awkward, I can imagine. Again, I don't think a removable back is on this phone, but yeah. So you guys have got any questions about this?
Price?
Price? Well, yeah. See, this, if you're Robert Downey Jr., you could probably afford this. You're looking at
Oh
about
god.
£600.
Wow. I might as well just get a PC
Yeah.
for that, which is better.
Yeah, you could get a PC, you know, from anywhere that's better, Ewan. But what? No, wait. How much is it? Let's just double check.
i5
yeah, so
15
this
quid.
has been- i5 15 quid. Oh my god. I can hear your Hoover, Dennis. I can hear your Hoover. So yeah, so it's not £600. It's £559.99. Don't know if you have that loose change like Ewan might do because he lives in a mansion. Then it's fair enough. You know, go and buy one because it's what? You love me really?
You ripped me so hard.
Wow, choice of words, even choice of words. But yeah, so I mean, it's equipped with a lot of stuff, and you know, should we look at the specs? I think maybe. Where are the specs? Oh, down here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we've got a 5-inch display at 1080p, which is obviously really nice. You can have a nice. You can look all around the phone. I can't remember what it's called.
IPS.
It's not IPS. It's not IPS. It's something else. You can look around the phone and it looks awesome. I can't remember. So you've got your front-facing camera, the camera that faces you, the selfie camera, as my girlfriend puts it. It's 5 megapixels, and you've got 1080p full HD video recording on it. Now that's not bad for a front-facing camera. On mine, it's like 1 or 2. And that's not bad. On the back of the phone, you've got something a bit different, something that you don't see on the majority of phones. You have 2 cameras, and I think that they work together at making something called HTC Ultra Pixel camera. I don't know what this means. I'm just reading it here, but this looks like it could be a bit overkill. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, it's got
definitely a high spec phone.
High spec phone. It's got 2 gig of RAM, more than Ewan's computer.
No, it
No,
isn't.
it's
Mine's got the most amount of RAM, you idiot.
Yeah, well, the thing is,
You cannot
with
use
the
that
amount
one.
of porn on your
That's the
computer.
one that you can't use. That's the opposite to use, Tom. Well done.
Yeah, whatever. So you've got up to 20 hours on the battery life of just talking on the phone, but of a standby time, and they've claimed this. They've said today you can have up to 496 hours on 3G when it's on standby. That isn't bad.
I don't know if I believe it. I like, no offense to HTC, but every HTC phone I've ever owned doesn't last that long. It does at the start. After about a month, it begins to not last very long.
Okay, well, I mean, I've had HTCs for quite a while. I got the HTC Hero a little while ago, like quite a long while ago. Now this this lasted me quite long, and the HTC served me well. I then had a HTC Sensation, which I rooted and ROMmed, which probably wasn't the best idea, which is on its way out now. It's very much on its way out. This HTC One M8 is also NFC enabled. Now, if you guys that are listening haven't seen last week's episode about wearable tech and loads of other stuff, check it out. It'll be on YouTube. But yeah, this is NFC enabled. So for wearable tech, you're just putting your phone against you're putting your device against the back of the phone, and boom.
How does that technology work, though? I don't understand it.
I know. I was in MK the other day, right? And they said if you've got an NFC-enabled smartphone, put it against this panel, and it took me to a web page, and it got me a map of it did something for me. I can't remember what it was, but this, it's just a chip in the back of the phone, and it just connects wirelessly for whatever you need it to, and it can work like if you were scanning a QR code. Sort of, that's how it worked for me. So it went just, oh, here we go. You're going to this link now. I had no choice in the matter. This is 4G ready. And you've also got, if you've got a SIM card that you've already got in your phone. So if you're going from a phone that's to something like this, and this is a big upgrade, you're gonna have to get your SIM cut or to get a new SIM. Now, my SIM cut, because it cost me like £2 off the Marcus Square.
Wait, so
go on.
is that the same SIM as what the iPhone 5 uses? Because that also has a smaller SIM now.
I do not know. It's a nano
It probably
SIM.
is. Yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
something like
same
that.
SIM.
Yeah.
It's really annoying now.
No.
So you've got to go get your SIM card or phone up your service
Kieran.
provider and go, you right?
Yep.
No, it's just
It's all good.
inside jokes, my friend. Inside jokes.
Inside jokes. Come on, share them.
Kieran's gamer name is Nano Style.
Nano.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a friend called Dominic
Or
who just
nano
goes
sound.
nano like a bit of a weirdo.
Yeah. That's a good.
It's always worrying listening to you guys.
Nano.
Oh dear.
beautiful. Man. It's beautiful.
So you guys thinking about getting one of these? If you maybe save up £559?
Well, I'm not particularly a massive phone person. I'll have one that's able to go on the internet, make calls, and send texts. That's about it.
The
So
interwebs.
I'll have a cheap phone. This would be something that would be on the bottom, like very deep bottom of my shopping list if I was ever to go for a phone.
And
thing.
for everyone that doesn't know, Dennis has a very big shopping list.
Just a tad.
No, he doesn't. It's just aesthetics
And
now.
that's why we don't have friends.
No, that's the reason why you
Dennis
don't
and you
have
and
friends.
me do.
I don't need friends. I have
Yeah, friends? Where can I download them?
What server is that? What MG server is that?
Wow.
MG. So, oh god.
Just tell me the IP and I'll join.
Oh dear. Nerd jokes.
Forever alone.
So yeah, I mean, what are you guys' thoughts of the phone? A bit overkill, or
I'm glad it exists.
Overkill for now.
It's nice to see that technology is scaling up to these massive,
it is
like,
it is.
to
is where the
these
world is
levels.
going.
It's going insane, and over the past 10
Yeah.
years, technology has gone like so fast that you just can't keep up. If you buy a new phone next month, there'll be a new version, and you'll be like,
That's exactly what happened to
you'll
me.
be like, but I've just bought this for £700.
I spent,
Why?
I spent
Sort of like-
£360 on the S4 Active, and
Exactly.
about just now the S5 has come out, and I'm like, what
Like,
the hell?
you get the iPhone 5 and like Apple are like iPhone 6.
iPhone 6.
It's like yeah.
This
Like,
time
what's
it's
up?
orange. Like they don't add anything to it. They just make it a little bit bigger.
Yeah, they literally just like change the color,
But
or
yeah.
just make it bigger, or flasher,
Give it
thinner.
LEDs, then it'll be all
Get LEDs. But like I was
Can't really
saying,
go wrong with that.
it's going so fast that you just can't keep
There'll
up.
be an LED in the button. Just
And I
wait.
feel like that the technology is getting to a point where it's so good that it's getting to the point that only people that are wealthy or have the money to spend are able to enjoy these things. Like, look at the
it
price
gets
of
to a
that.
point that
Oh, you're all
That's
good
fair
then,
enough.
Ewan.
the graphics cards and everything like that these days is literally to a point where it's with the games that will come out, which will be able to run and actually stress test the graphics cards, will just be the top games you'll ever have.
For example,
Now-
the Titans. Have you
So, like,
seen the price of those?
Realistic stuff.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Let's see the
expensive.
Titan
I mean,
Black. Let's see the price of that.
I mean, so people are working. I mean, the way that tech's going, it's rumored that people are working on. I don't know who people are. I don't know what company this is. You know, I have no idea. But people are. You know, your phone doesn't know where you are and doesn't know if you were to put it up to a wall. It doesn't know that there's a wall there. It just it's a phone. Well, people are making a phone that are, you know, it can see and know its surroundings, so that it knows it can sort of map out your room in a sort of a 3D image of, so it knows. And I guess that's a bit worrying, but that's big stuff. That's big tech. I mean, what do you guys think?
This tech's just become commercially available. I think we have a lot of technology that we probably don't even know about that's like locked away somewhere in some secret government cabinet or something as blueprints. But just because it's available now doesn't mean it hasn't been available until now. It's been around. They just have to test it and stuff like that. But I think it's good that we're getting access to this kind of technology. I think it's good that we're getting phones that have all this power in it. Of course, it's going to have the price tag. Well, why wouldn't it? It costs money to like make this kind of stuff. But until the price goes down, I don't think major mainstream consumers will be buying the phone. You know.
I've just
that's
this
fair
is a
enough.
tad off topic, but like we were saying about technology going out of hand in the price sort of department, I'm looking at the Titan Black now on Amazon, which is a fairly cheap website. They tend to have prices that are a tad lower than the main companies, if you want to call them that. And it's £873 for a single Titan Black Edition. That's
Wait,
Yeah,
it's
is
just pocket cash.
Wait.
I mean, come on.
wait, how much was that?
£873.
Wow,
That's
that's loose
a bit-
change. Loose change.
Yeah, I mean, of course, pocket money.
Yeah, I give that away every day. Yeah. So,
Ice creams cost that.
so
I just throw that in the streets.
I don't know. I got what you guys are thinking, but I mean that's probably I'll leave that HTC one there, but I just sort of let you guys know that it's there and the tech is there, but it's a very expensive phone, you know, compared to other ones.
Yep.
Compared to a Nokia brick. But I think that's
Okay.
about, I'm gonna sort of leave it there and see who wants to go next.
Okay, so our next topic is about balls.
Me, choose me.
It's about
It's not
balls,
balls.
everybody. This is
Oh,
about.
Oh dear.
technology.
Oh dear.
It's not
Oh,
balls.
you can kick it. You can drop it. You can drop kick it. You can kick it.
You will-
with a ball.
no,
You can kick it, drop it. You can drop kick
Well,
it.
well. Don't talk about dropping balls on you, and he'll get
Oh
jealous.
yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you. Do
Oh
you want
dear, the
to
banter.
open up about your subject then?
Yep. Okay. Does anyone know what Saphira is?
No.
Saphira.
All I know
Oh
is it's a
wait,
ball.
that's
It's a car, isn't it? Saphira.
yeah, it's what I thought. It's a Saphira.
Really?
It's a car.
Saphiro.
It's a car. A
Oh.
Saphiro.
It's a
I don't-
ball. It's a ball that's around about the same size as a hockey ball or a baseball, and it's white all over, and it has the weird like face logo on the side. And
Looks like a ghost.
there should be a picture up. Have you put up?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
the
up.
picture's up,
Good.
and it has these.
Okay, yeah.
Like you said, it was white, but there are other colours on it.
It's
as well.
white, yeah. And what you can do, you can buy those skins for it, which just allows it to have extra grip, because what this ball allows you to do is use your, you can either use a iPhone or an Android phone to actually control it and use it as a controller. And you can drive it around wherever you want, and yeah, it's pretty damn good.
But what's the point of it?
It's just then you can just play around with it. It's like a toy for people who actually have the money to spend on it.
And how much would
It can.
this be worth?
Yeah, how much is this costing?
It is £129.99. Well, no,
For a
dollars 20.
For a ball?
$129.99. It's around about £100. Yeah, but
$120 is
it
about
connects
£80.
to. It connects to iOS 4.0 or above, and Android devices
Sorry, I'm
with
sorry,
the
hang on.
operating system
What
of
does this ball do again?
2.2
£60.
and above.
These, you just zoning
It
out.
drives around. It allows you
drives?
to. You can control it with your phone. It moves around. The ball moves around, and it's good enough to hold your weight, so you can stand on this thing, and
Why
it
would
can
you
go
want to do that?
downstairs and all that type of stuff. It's used for dogs as well, so you know how you can just throw the ball and your dog can pick it up, or you can drive it around. And,
So you spend
like,
$120
your dog can
But
pick it
how
up.
fast can this
on
go?
this.
Because a lot of dogs are able to run pretty
It
damn
goes-
fast.
It goes 7 feet per second.
Whoa.
Which
What's that
is
in, what's that in
70
kilometers an
pretty
hour?
damn
per
fast.
second.
7 feet per second.
But that
Sure, I
isn't
could
the
do
main
that.
thing of it.
Wow, maybe.
So hang on, what I'm getting at
So
is
slower
that
than
you're
Usain
spending a
Well-
ridiculous amount of money on this device, and your dog's
Ah.
gonna eat it ready.
Well, I've known that.
It's not
I've,
just that.
I've known faster
also
dogs, e.g. you and his mum.
Oh damn!
Ouch. No, dude,
Oh,
not allowed.
No,
Get destroyed.
that was a burn.
Okay, back
But
on
yeah,
topic.
it can have has over 25 apps that are already compatible with it, like game app. You can have apps which allow you to. You can either hold the ball in your hand and be able to move it around in your hand, and it allows it to move in the game on your phone. Or you can use it to play if
Wait, so
there's other
you can
people
hold
with
the
the
ball in your hand and roll it around. Huh?
Yeah, like move it in your hand and it like steers the actual thing in the game. But there's also another one where you can actually like play tag with the ball if other people have the ball as well.
So it's basically something for lonely people. Like they want to be like,
No,
Yeah.
not exactly.
want to entertain themselves very quickly.
Wait,
Fucking lob
and
ball
then-
down there.
It
I like the
goes
idea
up
of
from.
like pets and stuff, but I don't
It
know.
has Bluetooth. It's controlled by Bluetooth, so like the connection, and it goes up to 100 feet. And what's good about it is that it has LEDs in it,
Okay, so
and these LEDs
worth the
go
money.
3 times
Done. I'm
better
sold.
than the first one was.
so what I'm curious
that, Tom?
about is this device. Now, are you gonna have to have? I bought. I had a little while. I didn't buy it. I got given it. It was a remote control car that went with your smartphone. Now I had to have a little thing that went into the earphone jack that sort of transmitted a signal. Are you gonna have something that's gonna, have to go into your 3.5mm earphone jack or something like that, or into your maybe
No,
your
it's
sort of,
completely Bluetooth. So
It's
all you have to do is
completely
turn on your
Bluetooth
Bluetooth on your phone.
and
Yeah.
this thing takes batteries. Am I right?
No, it's got this type of charger which is literally just it holds the ball in place and it's completely wireless. So you literally just put the ball on top of it and it starts charging it, but it takes 3
Okay.
hours to charge and it has 1 hour of playtime.
Yeah, that's wireless charging does do that. I mean, some phones like the
Yeah.
S4 have the wireless charging in it, then it does do that.
It's
Okay.
quite light as well. It's only 170 grams. It has a processor in it which is 75 megahertz, processor, and it can go to the range of 30 meters or 100 feet. It's one or the other.
Okay. Are you
Yeah,
gonna be getting one of
it's-
these, Ewan?
I might actually do it because it's a good device. You
Might
can literally just drive it around when you're at home and all that type of stuff, or just you can actually drive it downstairs, and you can put it on the side, and when you're playing music, you can make it so the LEDs flash with the music, and you can control the different coloured LEDs.
How much is this in
I
pounds?
see
Do
no
you know?
use to it especially for its price.
£100.
Other than the dog thing.
£100.
It's I don't know.
Okay, so Ewan's gonna get paid, and then he's gonna waste all his money on a ball.
He
And then
could get a graphics card, but
he
no,
could get a
he's
new
gonna
computer,
throw a
really.
ball. He's gonna throw a ball.
He could fix
I'll get
his
this after,
potato.
like, before my aesthetics. So, but after I've got all my stuff like graphics card and probably an SSD in that, then I will get this.
If you want an
because it's a
SD,
nice
is that going
gadget.
to be
Same-
for your OS?
Yeah, from OS.
Alright.
So it can
Do
actually
you have your
run
OS disc?
faster. Yeah, I have my OS
Alright,
disc.
that's good then. That's good
We
then.
can talk about this later if you want.
Nah.
But yeah, each Saphiro comes with 2 ramps as well, in case you want to ramp the ball, but the ramps are completely rubbish. They're really small.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's around about it. Besides that, it's waterproof. So if you ever want to just drive it into like a puddle, or you can drive into a pool. But
Well,
the only thing is,
but then wouldn't
it
you lose
doesn't
it?
float.
Tom's phone's waterproof, and that got a bit boring fast.
They did
Yeah.
get a bit boring.
But
didn't
Yeah.
this can move underwater and all that type of stuff, except
Well, so's Tom's
Uh,
if you like lob it phone.
Skim it.
the only thing with this is that you don't really want to put it into water, because if it goes out the range of the Bluetooth, then it's just going to lose connection, and you're most likely not going to get it back. So it can probably go into
swim.
water as far as Bluetooth goes, and then you don't really want it to go any further.
So
Now,
you
as
can
much
take it
as
in a pool.
Bluetooth, yeah, as much as Bluetooth
Yeah.
is probably a strong signal, as we had to write so X amount of words on this.
Wait.
Okay.
How does this thing work? Yeah, I mean, in water, is it just going to roll across the seabed, or is it like does
no,
it actually swim?
it-
Because
a
it
ball
goes-
grows
it-
arms.
because it's a ball, so all it'll do, it's gonna be, it's gonna have to go into the water, and it's gonna have to go underwater, but it won't really move, because as it's just a circular thing, it will just like spin in the water. But if you have that particular type of shell on it, like you can see in the picture, then it will be able to catch the water and will be
Oh,
able
so
to
you're gonna
move.
get water resistance. I see.
I'm almost certain that it won't be
No,
very
it's
fast.
it's automatically water resistant.
Yeah. I mean water resistance, as is in
How do
like
you put
don't
that
worry,
shell
don't worry.
on?
Huh?
How
Huh?
do you put the shell on?
It has like, it's which shell?
Good
The
question.
actual shell in the actual white thing, or
no,
the
the
rubber
blue,
thing?
green, and orange thing, the rubber thing. How do
Oh,
you put
that. It has like a semicircle cut on the side of it, like a
Oh.
180 degrees cut,
Gotcha.
and it allows you to just put it round, and then it like sticks on,
Gotcha.
so it won't come off.
That's
And it's
very
a tight
cool.
fit, so it won't fall
I don't
off.
know if it's worth the money that. Well, £60. Actually, no. £60 I'd say is worth it.
£100.
Is it?
No, I just googled $120
Yeah.
in pounds. It came up with 60.
Google
Okay.
answers everything.
$129.99.
Oh, for God's sake, Ewan. Alright, let's have a look. Alright. $129 in pounds. Okay, so that's $129.99 in pounds. I spelled pounds wrong. Good job, Dennis. Alright.
But yeah, the company is.
£77.45 British sterling thing.
There you go.
So,
The company that made it
Cheaper than
is
you said.
called, or I don't know, it's hard to pronounce, but Orbotics. There you go, Orbotics. Crazy. But yeah, it's created by Orbotics, and the creators of it are only 2 people, and yeah, I don't really know much about the people because there isn't a lot of information about them besides their names, which is Ian and Adam.
well.
Ian and Adam. Sounds legit.
Okay, well,
Only
is that the end of
only if it
your...
was Adam and Eve, but it's Adam and Ian.
Maybe it is Eve and just
Yeah,
have
it's the
like
end of
a
me.
sex
Yes.
change.
Who next?
Alright, so,
or does anyone have any questions?
I don't know, I think all mine are
that's a
answered. I'm not sure if I would ever buy something like this. I mean, I guess it could be useful if you had a dog.
It can
But-
change the LEDs.
I think that's so worth
The selling point for Dennis.
it.
You can literally just put it there. It's 3 times brighter than the first one. It will literally light up quite a big part of your room. And yeah, it can go to any color you want. And it can flash, it can do mood lighting. Basically anything that your room does, yet in a ball.
Are you like trying to take the pee out of my LEDs now?
Ooh.
No, I'm just saying
because
your
I will
room's a
obliterate
bit
you.
over the top.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Wait, what do you mean? I'm going over the top? How?
So Ewan's about to be obliterated by Dennis.
I've only got like 600
Your whole
LEDs.
room lights up with LEDs. Yeah.
So?
Your whole room.
Alright,
lights
look,
up with
I'll put it on
LEDs in
stream.
every
Ladies,
corner.
ladies,
It is
ladies,
awesome.
I'll put it on
It's
stream.
awesome.
Wait, oh crap, my camera.
Right,
On
okay.
screen.
Give me a moment. I'm gonna have to. Why are you guys talking? I have to go under my desk and untie my camera. Give me a sec.
Okay, this is actually
So
happening.
how was everyone? How was it? How was your morning?
my God.
How did you
Good day
wake
at
up this
school.
morning?
Good day at school.
What did you eat for breakfast?
I haven't even had breakfast yet. Actually, no, I had minstrels. I had minstrels.
How was your Easter? How was your Easter, guys?
It's Easter
This
still,
is a
dude.
good
I
topic.
love chocolate.
Oh, yeah, it's Easter.
Did you get any chocolate?
Oh, Christ.
Okay, so pretty much on next, so coming up next after Dennis's LEDs, we've got Kieran talking about what you're talking about, Kieran.
Today I'll be talking about AMD's APU line.
Okay, so that's something to look forward to. Just give us a few minutes to get.
Okay, I've got
Dennis's
my, I've got
LEDs
my
out the way.
camera.
Okay.
Alright, we're live. We're on there. We're on the stream. We're on the strum. Alright. Okay, so this is my apparently over the top LED thing. They don't look bad, dude. They don't look bad. I like them. And they
Do
glow
the
down onto my
flashing
guitar.
thing at the highest, the highest
You won't be able to see it.
color.
You try hard, you son of a gun.
They
Wow.
look nice, dude. I'm gonna go green. There you
Switch
go.
off your light and close your window and your
Try
blinds
hard
and everything.
alert. Beep, beep, beep,
Ah,
beep.
Christ, I don't know if you just heard the blinds. I'm really sorry. But yeah, this is in the dark. They are awesome, my friend.
Looks like you've been abducted in an alien spaceship, Dennis.
Yeah, love them.
Literally.
So then there's my desk. They go around the back. I don't know if you can see under there, underneath the monitors.
What the heck have you done to your room? It's literally covered in, like, it's flooded in blue.
No,
It's
no,
like
this,
you're
is
underwater.
green. This is
Flooded.
green right now. I'll go blue.
Oh.
There you go, there's blue.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind the camera makes it look brighter than it actually is, so just...
But it's underneath your drawers on the top of on
Drawers, the
top of your
shelf. Right, I'll
shelf
move the
and underneath
skybox.
your shelf.
And then, look, they're actually underneath the drawers, shining down onto...
And they,
But it's
that's what we
above
call a
your
tryhard.
bed and the
This
top
is
of the
not
drawers on your
tryhard,
bed,
alright?
around your
flaming is.
wardrobe,
Alright,
Look at your mouse. It's flaming covered in LEDs.
so?
and your computer. You get blinded by your computer.
What?
Your computer.
That box down there?
Moving swiftly on.
Okay,
Tom's not interested.
No, I'm interested.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
just thinking
joking.
we're going
There is a few LEDs
hell
in
off topic.
Just a few.
Okay, so
I just clicked.
if we get started on Kieran's
Yeah, let's do that.
APU's mob thing. Okay, Kieran, away you go.
Okie dokie. Well, today I'll be talking about AMD's APUs, which stands for Accelerated Processing Unit. And essentially, does anyone here know what an APU is?
Accelerated processing unit.
Good answer.
Something to do with modding.
I'm asking,
Is it something to do with modding? No, that's API. Sorry, carry
No.
on.
Okay, an Accelerated Processing Unit, or APU, just means that AMD have slapped in a GPU into their CPU, essentially, to put simply. So that means you have an entry-level graphics card inside of your CPU, rather than having a really, really bad integrated graphics solution. Now, AMD aren't the first to do this. They're not. Intel have done it, but Intel's solutions are really bad. They integrate Intel HD graphics, and we all know what kind of graphics those are, that the graphics
Ooh.
integrated laptops use, and they're really
Amazing.
bad. So
Oh, I hate them.
AMD were like, okay, well, can we integrate a CPU and a GPU together to make a entry-level gaming experience to get you along? And the answer was kind of. So we have different sort of APUs out. We have 3 different lines, as far as I know. We have the Kaveri, Carrizo, and Trinity. Now the newest one is Kaveri, as far as I know, and that was announced sometime February, I think, and that is integrating some pretty decent entry-level graphics. It's decent. It's not very powerful. It's the they're bringing back older GPUs as well. Not GPUs, CPUs. They're bringing back older CPUs. So the names Athlon and Sempron might ring a bell to you guys. It's the older AMD processors.
Yeah, I
they are
remember.
bringing those back in the form of APU processors. So last week I discussed that AMD was sort of like moving away from the high-end CPU area, and then moving into APUs. And then this is exactly proof of that, because they're bringing back older generation CPUs into APU form.
I see. I think I see. This is making sense.
It's
now.
quite good. It's interesting. What do you guys think of this so far?
It's
Is
a
there
good.
any actually need for it? If
I'm
you've got
blank
power
mine,
enough,
so I'm new to this
powerful
stuff.
enough. No, powerful enough CPU and powerful enough GPU. Do you need both together? Well, I don't know. Does your computer function? Does it run everything it needs to run? Yes. Well then, do I need this extra thing that's going to cost me I don't know how much? Well, maybe. Maybe not.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
as far
good
as
if
I know,
it's cheap. What's the price?
the price is, well, like I said, AMD, I've said this 1,000 times, they're known for, like, you know, making their price good and available. The decent ends of the APUs are about 120 quid, 120, 128, 130 quid.
And
that's for the
what
decent
do they
one.
beat?
Well,
What do they beat, like, in, like, other ones?
they're not. That's another discussion. Their performance isn't that good. I mean, compared to AMD's later generation high-end processors like the 8-core FX 8350, they're not that good. But the APUs are sort of, you know, you get what you pay for, and they are designed to get you along with an integrated graphics solution. And as far as I know, they integrate the 6000 and 7000 series AMD Radeon cards, and the newer Kaveri CPU and APU, they are integrating the new R7 series of AMD graphics cards. That's good because they're integrating a new solution of graphics with a processor to make efficient performance. That's going to be good for people who don't want to spend extra or don't have a good supply and don't want to fork out extra on a graphics card. They can just go ahead and just straight away slap an APU in there, and there you go. That will get you along in gaming for now. So I think this is interesting because this is AMD's marketing move. They want to sort of go into this area, and as far as I know, the performance is okay. It's not. It could be better. You're not going to like beat i7s and i5s with this. In fact, I think i3s somewhat rival their performance, if not beat it a little bit. But yeah, Intel are doing the same thing, but they're calling their things CPUs. They're not calling them APUs. I think APU is sort of a bit of a marketing term there, to be honest, because it's just integrated graphics, but it's a lot better compared to Intel solutions. So that's all I wanted to sort of share for this one. We can get some more images up if you want, or I can get some more talk. Now, you might be wondering, what's the point of getting an APU versus a CPU? Well, as far as I know, APU is just a term that AMD gave to their CPUs with an integrated graphics core. So the first generation APU came out in 2011, I believe, it was codenamed Llano APU. It's not really that good. It can be cross-fired with an actual Radeon graphics card, but it's not really that good. The performance wasn't that good. You're not going to be beating, like I said, i5s or i7s, but they're getting better slowly. They're getting better, and they can be available in quad cores, and they can be available in dual cores. So I think that's an interesting fact. Now, I'm not actually quite sure where they're going to go with this. As far as I know, it's just to get a more different market into the whole game. But yeah, I think it's going to be pretty interesting. That's all I really wanted to share, to be honest.
Well, that lasted
What's
long.
your opinions on this as well? Well, bear in mind, not finished yet. I just wanted to share that topic.
Oh, right, okay. I don't know. Like, I've been looking a lot at the sort of. This is for laptops, correct?
No, this is integrated graphics for desktops.
Oh, Christ! I've been thinking the wrong things then.
Integrated, yeah, that's okay for integrated.
I mean, for integrated, it's never amazing, but if they can get it even better than it is, then it'll be able to run the most basic games that could start a gaming person.
Like Minecraft.
For example, I know I'm not the biggest gamer out there or whatever, and I'm a filthy casual, as some of you call me.
Filthy casual.
Tom, you can't talk.
Yeah.
Sorry, okay.
Alright, so, like...
We know that the APUs were a big talk Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, bear in mind. So that's just something to put through there.
So they can run those larger games?
They can. Not very well, but they can. Like, compared to their counterparts, they can run it pretty well. That's good.
Fair enough.
What about you, Ewan? What's your opinion on this new graphics solution?
I don't really. I think it's good. It's really good for integrated, because integrated is already quite bad, and it needs to have something a bit better, because otherwise it's just going to be completely rubbish of normal integrated, because you can't just run things on
guys, hello.
integrated.
Yep. Hello?
Okay, my mumble has crashed.
Yeah, you can't run anything on integrated,
Oh, no, it
so
hasn't. Okay, we're back.
if you can't run anything on integrated, what's the point of having an integrated? But that's like, if you have this integrated one, then you don't have to upgrade so quickly just to play any games.
Yeah, that's another point. They're also integrating mantle compatibility with the APUs, and that's going to be. They say it will be up to 45% faster than DirectX. That's quite good. And you might be thinking, what's the point of getting an actual graphics card then? And that's the point. These graphics chips inside the APUs are not good. They are basic. They are entry level. They are 6000 and 7000 series low-end chips. But at the end of the day, they're still good enough to get you along in games with low or medium graphics. And that's the point. They're aiming for a different market here. Yeah, they're aiming for a different market here. And obviously, if you get a graphics card, you can turn off the graphics processing in the APU, which is another good point. But the question is it going to be worth the money for AMD to invest? Have they got a good return on this? It's something to be debated so far.
Well,
they haven't.
If you are a nerd enough to know what an APU is, and admittedly I didn't before about an hour ago.
Neither did I. Neither before you told me.
But so you're looking for the user that's not going to be using their computer to do that much, and probably isn't going to be so much of a geek, gamer, nerd, call them what you want, whatever. So they're probably not going to know about this. Because if I was to go up to a certain person in the street and go, "Do you have an APU?" They go, "Who the?" Try not to swear here. What you want? So like, them pushing out to a market of people that aren't going to be having that good PCs, and if you are a nerd, you can have a beastie PC. Then I don't know if it's the best idea.
It's good for beginners, like the people who are just going to start gaming, or kids who are getting into gaming type of thing. It will be okay, but not into and also the people who are buying a PC and know nothing about the hardware inside it. It'll be good for them.
And apparently, with the new APUs, the Kaveri APUs, they're promising 1080p gaming with the integrated graphics solution. That's revolutionary for an integrated solution. 1080p gaming with decent frames and Ultra HD support. That's good for integrated. And I think what AMD are doing is a bit risky, but at the same time it could pay off, especially if they increase the technology later on, get better, which is good.
Guys,
This makes sense. Yes, dear.
is it tipping it down where you are? It's literally just
it is.
pouring out of
Completely
the drains
unrelated,
everywhere.
but yeah, it is
To be fair, you look
completely.
like 10 minutes.
Sorry,
late.
it's like the reason why I've been talking is because it's extremely loud.
It's not raining
Seriously?
where I am, actually.
Yeah, my
It's not raining where I
it's
am.
raining massively. Yeah.
But the clouds
And
on the
are
weather.
grey.
But yeah, like I said, I'm actually really interested in the fact they're bringing back quite older generation AMD CPUs, to upgrade to APUs. Like, we're talking AMD Athlons here and AMD Sem. They're bringing those, snapping on an integrated chip and saying, okay, we'll just use that. That is why your core-for-core performance is once again not going to stand up to Intel's. Heck, it doesn't even stand up to some of their older quad cores, because it's just not designed to be a power horse. It's designed to be an all-rounder. And I think that's interesting as well. It's definitely going to be interesting for people who want to go for an integrated solution. Without the cost, of course.
Dennis just casually putting up a picture of his window on screen.
That wasn't a picture, it was a video, but yeah, okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Alright, that sounds pretty good.
That's my subject, basically. Wraps
Your
up now.
subject. Awesome.
Wow.
Okay, alright, who's next?
You are
what's
next,
happening?
Tom.
It's me. I thought it'd be me. Oh, okay, right. Okay, guys. Have you guys heard of... how many of you are on Android, out of curiosity?
Me.
You're on
Me.
Android, yeah, okay, and you're on
I'm
iOS.
an Android. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm an Android.
Oh,
You're an
guys,
Android.
we have a...
tablet.
Before you
Oh, I see.
start again, we had a message in the chat from Grubscrew, but it got deleted by Nightbot. Grubscrew, can you
break up the message. Like
Yeah,
it's fast.
can you take out the links if there was? All Nightbot said was take that, you dirty rat. Long message warning. Oh, it's a
This is why
long
we don't-
message.
this-
Yeah, break
this
it up
why,
a bit.
This is why
Wow.
AI is in the world.
Even Nightbot is sarcastic.
Yeah, and Nightbot is a
Filthy
very
casual. Okay, so am I right to go on, or
Yeah,
we,
go on.
Yeah. Once Grub Screw gets it written again, we'll just what's it called?
we'll just let him know.
Yeah.
Okay, so alright, so you guys, some of you guys are on Android. Okay, now if you have a high-end Android device, you can be expecting to be receiving something called Android 4.4 KitKat. Now I'm sure you guys have heard of it. It's been a very big thing. Now, Android is owned by Google, and this is each one of their Android OSs has been named after something sweet. So we've had honeycomb, jelly bean, ice cream sandwich, loads and loads of others. But this one is KitKat. Now, KitKat has got a lot of pretty cool things in it. Now, apparently, if you are
Isn't
on
that
the home
copyright?
no, probably not. No, I don't think so. I mean,
Nah.
copyright. I mean, no one's going to go and sue Google, because Google will just be like, well, actually, we're Google.
To be honest, in
Yeah.
marketing, I think they're both getting something out of this.
Yeah.
have
'cause
any
Google's so
you
big.
guys heard about this?
I've
I've heard it. Yes,
I only heard of it today when you told me about it. I mean, I don't really pay attention to the mobile world
You just
very
don't really
often.
pension to me, really. Okay, so yeah, so this has been this is a new one. Okay, so when you are on your home screen, now this is apparently just on the Nexus 5. Now, a Nexus, I think it's the Nexus 5, which Google are really trying to promote in their new phone, because they've made it sort of fit their criteria for the Nexus 5. But on the 4.4, when you're on your home screen, you just say okay Google, and then you are ready to search. Now normally you have to go into the search bar and then say okay Google, and then you've got to you can always voice search, send a text, get directions, or even play a song. Now this stuff is really quite exciting, the way the tech is going. You've got easier multitasking, smart and simple. The future is calling. Caller IDs, messages in the same place. Okay, so they've got a whole new range of, I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna go emoji. I'm gonna go with that. They've put a lot of drivers in the OS for stuff like printers. Printing from the phone, that can be very helpful. You can imagine, so if you've got stuff that's downloaded. What else do we have here? We've got yes,
That
so
noise,
we've got oh, I know, right? Yeah, so we've got a lot of stuff that's going the way of of controlling things through infrared. Now, I do this on my phone. I control my TV, turn my TV on, turn my TV off, control other people's TV, but that's a different thing.
Cruel.
Yeah, so this is used infrared, and they've really sort of gone for this in 4.4. What do you guys think? Are you guys don't think we'll be getting it, but what do you think about it?
You can't afford this, so you're not getting it.
I'm not. It's free. It's a free upload. It's a free download.
It's an update, isn't it, from what we
It's
currently
an
have?
update. It's a free update from the OS that you're on at the moment. Now, just give me 2 seconds.
What are we on right now? I'm guessing 4.3, but
It's
could be
different. Different devices have different things. If you have an older device, you're probably going to be on something like 2.2. If you have a higher device, you could be on 4.0 or 4.2 or something like that. I'm not sure. Give me a second. Let's find out which devices are getting this. Talk says no awkward silence, by the way, guys.
yep. But like,
chicken nuggets.
So,
what are the benefits of 4.4 KitKat? Is it just better? Like, it will run things better, or it gives us more apps to actually use, or is it less power consumption? What are the benefits?
It's going to be quite battery saving, and that's a good thing, because if something is, constantly working hard to impress you, like definitely like on an OS. Normally we don't have to worry about that. We'd have to worry about that normally on computers, but sometimes on laptops, the OS can be battery draining. If you've got a lot of stuff going on and you're multitasking, then it could quite hard on your battery. Now I'm just trying to find these phones. There we are. Found it. Aha. Oh no, I don't think I have actually.
Oh,
that's
Christ.
quite sad. I'm trying to find which devices are getting it, but only some devices are getting it. So we've got the S4, Active. Some of the Notes, or maybe I think are getting it. Here we are. So we've got the Note 3, the S4 Active. That's Samsung. So quite a lot of Samsung devices are getting it. So Samsung Galaxy Tab, so is it definitely for stuff like your tablet, and loads of Samsung devices seem to be getting it if they're high end and can cope with the OS. Now I don't really mind what sort of OS I've got, but I am excited about this because there's going to be loads of new little things over here and there. I'm like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. It's always that little pleasant surprises in. When you discover something that you could do. Like a little while ago, I discovered Shake for Windows 7, and that's just brilliant. But I didn't know I could do it. Now
It is useful.
that's the sort of thing that you could have with this OS. And if you've suddenly gone to 4.4, you're going to be finding these little things, these little updates here and there. And you're on your home screen, you say, "Okay, Google," and then, "Whoa, what the hell's happening here?" I don't know. What do you I think that's probably sort of about what I've got. I mean, what you got? Any questions?
Well,
No, it's pretty decent. I think the whole.
Pretty decent.
it looks
It's
like it could be
exciting stuff.
beneficial, but it just kind of sucks how it's to specific devices. But I guess
Yeah.
I guess you need the hardware to support it, so the older devices can't use it. But then I don't know. I don't know where to go with it. But it seems like it could be a good change. I just still don't understand why they called it KitKat.
It's just it's after something sweet, and there are probably going to be loads of others.
Yeah,
There's gonna be,
it's a bit like Apple have named all their things like Safari and Mountain Lion, all that type of stuff. It's like continuously
Chrome.
after like
Firefox.
Mountain Lion, and there is it's all after animals in Mac OS. It's a bit like that, but this is going to be something sweet, and they're probably promoting Nestle KitKat anyway.
I don't know.
just trying to find
can
my
talk.
next speech button. So we've had honeycomb, we've had ice cream sandwich, we had jelly bean. There was some other ones as well. Can't remember what it was. But I mean, if you don't like it, then you don't have the option to go back. You can't go, actually, I don't want this anymore.
Oh,
The only option that you have is to hack the phone, root it, and put your own custom ROM in it that you've downloaded from the interwebs. But if you've got a warranty on the phone, people don't like you doing that, and will be like, "Oh, so you rooted your phone? Well, now we're going to take the warranty away from you because you've modified it." So if you don't like
And you're
it,
just
you've
like,
got to run
"Well
the
then."
risk of. Yeah, well then, I don't like this. So you've sort of got to be forced to like it, and if you don't like it, tough. Apart from that, you can root and run it, but yeah.
For example, as I was saying before, with the Apple versions, there is cheetah, puma, jaguar, panther, tiger, leopard, snow leopard, and lion, mountain lion. So yeah, there is actually it's going in sequence with a certain this is animals and that would be sweet stuff. So yeah.
Sorted. Right. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys got any questions or any queries, or if any of the people that are listening got any questions, just comment, and I'll try my best to answer them. Obviously, I'm no professional of this sort of thing, but yeah, if you have a question, put it in the chat, and I'll try my best to answer it. But until then, I don't know who's next. I think Dennis, you're possibly next.
actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick break here. We're gonna be back in about 5 minutes,
Wait, we're
guys.
taking a break?
So yeah, we're actually gonna try something different. It just
Oh my
adds
God.
a bit of sweet time for us to quickly just discuss the topics and everything. Alright, anyways,
Okay.
so we'll be back in 5 minutes, everybody, and stay tuned.
It's just that when I'm
And
speaking,
we are
I
back,
make sure
everybody.
my mouth is clear.
Are we back?
Hello, everybody. Hi. How is
What is
everyone?
up, guys?
Okay, so.
What's up, guys? This is Dina Bean here.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh dear.
What's with the American accent? I'm not American. And it's Dina
Yeah.
Bean, not Dina Bean. It's not it's a.
Beaner Bean.
Hey, I'm
What's up,
Dina
guys?
Bean.
My name's Dina Bean, and I'm a nerd.
No.
Okay, then. So what do we have next?
Alright, the Heartbleed bug is our next topic. Tom, take the wheel.
Okay, so now you guys have probably checked your emails, and if you haven't, you probably should. The Heartbleed bug is affecting a lot of websites, and this is big websites. Now, you know, we on websites you probably have something called 128-bit encryption. Now, for those of you that don't know, that's you know, I don't really know what that is. It's the 128-bit encryption. But there's been a loophole. There's a really tiny loophole. Now, some people have found this, and they are getting your usernames and passwords. Now, this has affected big sites. Big enough stuff like Tumblr. Tumblr have been affected, and emails to people to say, look, change your passwords. This is, you know, as it says on the picture on the screen, it says the Heartbleed bug is attacking over 60% of websites today. Now, you know when you put in HTTPS, you think you are untouchable. Well, you are wrong. I'm very sorry, but you are very wrong. Yeah, you've got there's a loophole in the encryption which allows people to see your usernames and passwords. Now, this has been sort of picked at a lot by hackers and stuff. So, big websites have recognized it and said, look, you know, you need to change your username or password. Now, we've fixed it, but, you know, I don't know what you want to do about this. Now, this is, you haven't been affected with things like online banking, so it's okay. But big websites like Facebook, Tumblr, I don't know of other stuff like Google's been affected. I'm not certain if Facebook's been affected, but this is big websites that have, you know, it's only been found on April 2014, and it's been sat there for ages. It's been sat on, no one's found it, and all of a sudden, boo! And you know, everyone's found this Heartbleed bug, and you know they're picking at username and passwords now. They've got so many people's username and passwords that it's very unlikely that you're going to be directly attacked. Like, oh, look, we're going to go for you and Crawford here. He's alright. I can't swear, can I? Oh dear.
Wow.
So, yeah. So it's very unlikely that they're going to target your account. But stuff like internet banking and stuff like that, your money is secure, as far as I'm aware. So it is definitely worth you guys changing your username and password, but it's just leaking stuff, and it's what other people have been sort of sat there picking up. Any questions?
Wait, we have a person in the chat called Grubscrew. He says, note, changing your password to combat Heartbleed will do nothing until the SSL is patched on the offending site.
Correct, because as many times as you change your password, it's always going to be visible for the people that can, you know, so you can see it. Now,
So you have to wait until it's been patched and they've been shut down.
Yeah, it's definitely been. You have to wait until it's been patched. Now, this has been patched on a lot of sites. It will say in the email that you probably get saying, "Look, we've fixed it," but until they've fixed it, you know, you might not get an email. Just give me a sec. Okay. There's a website about it. Yeah, so it's It says, I'll read it to you. It says, the Heartbleed bug is a serious vulnerability of the popular open SSL cryptographic software library. So pretty much this isn't just internet. Now, this is stuff like OSs as well. Now, Windows, for the, you know, the affect most of the PCs, they are pretty safe. But stuff like Linux, I know, we've got stuff like Fedora and some stuff like maybe Linux Mint might have been affected. We've got Debian, Ubuntu, CentOS, Fedora. These have been affected, and you know, with their OpenSSL has been, you know, it isn't secure, and you've got this little loophole which people can see your usernames and passwords. You know, it's advised you can't really do much. You can't stop it. You can't go and do anything. It says here that as long as the vulnerable version of the OpenSSL is still in use, it can be abused. You need to wait for something called fixed OpenSSL. So this is when the security has, you know, it's been fixed and sorted, that you can sort of go ahead and change your passwords and know that they are your own again. Any questions?
I don't know.
So what should we do in the meantime?
There is nothing you can do. You just gotta let them get at it.
Should we just change our passwords to something that we can remember for now? But
for now, but I mean, it doesn't really matter because they've already got them, and when you change it, they'll get you new ones. You need to wait for
what do they
them
want to
to
do
email
with your
you.
passwords, though? What are they aiming to do with this? They're trying to get bank information.
That's the sort of, I can imagine that would probably be it because,
There's gotta be some sort of aim with
everyone's
this.
after money in the 21st century. If we are still in the 21st, I think we're still in the 21st century, aren't
Yes.
we? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Yeah.
and some people also like you. I'll bet you one of you guys have actually got the same password for your bank account details as you use for your Facebook or something like that.
Nope.
Which is
God,
not the
no.
best thing, but if it gets hacked, then there you go, you're screwed.
Yeah, and they are targeting the morons that are doing that, because that's what people, that's what they're going to do. They're going to try and get money out of people. Otherwise, there's no point being in the game of hacking whatsoever. This has been sort of a massive, massive thing. It's been on the news. I'm really surprised that you guys haven't heard about it. But has anyone got any questions?
Not really.
I guess not.
Nope.
I guess
Nope.
not. But yeah, it says what is leaked. So it says encryption is used to protect secrets that may harm your privacy or security if they leak. In order to coordinate recovery from this bug, we have classified the compromised secrets into 4 categories. And then there's primary key material, secondary key material, protected content, and collateral. Do you know what that means? Neither do I.
Collateral is like loads of stuff. I know collateral
I can
means a lot.
imagine it would be. Yeah,
Or big, yeah.
big stuff. But yeah,
That's
so
the point when they know like everything.
yeah. So that's what's being leaked to whoever wants it. Really, whoever has the knowledge of that want to get it, it's theirs. And until that's fixed, on 60% of the web has been affected. Like that's a lot. You think of how many websites are out there. That is a big ton.
Ginormous.
Yes, of websites that have been affected and again need to change their passwords and stuff like this. But there's nothing you can do. You've just got to sit back, and when you get your notification on Facebook, Twitter, whatever, when they say that we've now got fixed SSL, then you're okay. You're sorted. You're secure. But yeah, this has been a massive, massive thing, and I was really surprised you guys didn't hear about this.
No, I never heard about this before, and now it's actually worrying
When
me.
did you hear about it?
I heard about it first thing on the news, and my mum was like, "What is this?" I looked it up.
So yeah,
if you've got any queries,
that's big
it's-
security stuff destroyed
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I mean, if you've got any queries,
It's not
about
like
this
just
and
like,
you're-
oh yeah, this has been hacked. It's literally like full on. Okay, this is security measures. We have actually been proper hacked, and this is like the most secure websites that you can't hack.
yeah, it's just HTTPS, the encryption that you use is 128-bit encryption. There's just a tiny, tiny little loophole, and that's why it's called the Heartbleed, because stuff is just pouring out of that loophole. If you've got any questions about if you're affected or not, or if you're not using Windows and maybe you're using Linux, there's a full list of stuff. Go to heartbleed.com and it will tell you all about it there. That's where I'm getting most of my stuff. It's quite it's not very user-friendly wording, but it's it's
Good to know.
definitely very helpful if you're worried that you might have been affected. But I know websites are fixing this stuff left, right, and center. But yeah, that's about all for me.
Probably
Really.
the biggest worry of the main websites, especially. I mean, is Google affected by this? Probably not.
I don't know. Everything's kept quite hush hush because its reputation's on the line.
Google's
stuff like
probably
that.
gone like further than is better encryption.
If you can hack
encrypted than that.
Google, then oh my goodness.
It's not necessarily
If you
hacking
hacked Google, you've
So
hacked
if you can
everything.
hack Mac,
It's not necessarily hacking. It's more as if you were. How can I put this? You are looking at a long line of stuff. Let's say about this piece of tape is about 8 miles long, and then you're walking all those 8 miles and you're scanning it to make sure it's perfect. But then halfway up, you found a little hole in this line. This tape measure, whatever it is, and you've actually gone. Well, actually, if I look through there, I can see everyone's stuff. So it's not exactly hacking. It's just, someone's done goofed. Someone's done goofed big time, and they've probably lost their job over it. I don't know, probably. But yeah, that's about it, really.
it's extremely serious though.
This is big stuff, Yeah. So like I said it again, heartbleed.com.
It was probably found by the people who made the encryption.
Yeah, I can imagine so. But I mean, no one's been directly affected. No one's been robbed of everything they possess just yet. But we don't know what the future holds.
Because they could hold this against us for a long time.
I can imagine they would do, yeah.
Especially for those that don't change their password after the SSL.
People that will ignore the email or notification they get, and like I got a little one from Tumblr a little while ago. I can't remember what it said. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's my music for you.
Like hold music right there.
I know, right? Where is it gone?
Dun 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 dun. I love it in games where you just you're shooting and then you just go into a lift and then it's just like the really nice lift music whilst you're going up.
Whoa,
oh yeah.
Feedback.
Yeah, here
Tom's holding his button down.
Sorry, that's my fault. But yeah, so we've got Tumblr sent me an email saying a major vulnerability has been disclosed on the technology of the powers of encryption across the majority of the internet. This includes Tumblr. Our team took immediate action to fix the issue. You should now take some time to visit the site and change your password, not only on Tumblr but any other sites you visit. Obviously, this is when they've sent you the email that they've said, look, we've now got fixed OpenSSL. You can also things like two-factor authentication. Now this is on a lot of sites. I have it on Facebook because Facebook's like the big one. The only really social media site I use. But it's where you've got your password, but then you might need a text sent to your phone or something like that. To make sure that it's all good. They'll let you in.
Guys, we have a viewer called Geek Fred. I think it says Geek Freak or something. It's the colour of the writing is really hard.
Geek Freak.
There we go.
Geek Freak 27.
He says Wikipedia page has a list of sites who have announced they've been affected.
Yeah.
Let's see this.
Wikipedia. Take a look, Dennis. I mean, if you go to heartbleed.com, they've got a list of the operating systems that have been affected, which is mainly Linux because it is open source. And I give it to them; it's very hard to affect a Linux PC.
I thought Linux would be like the last place to ever get affected.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, it's a team of people working on, an operating system that they're going to share to the world. And in Windows, you've got a company like you've got Microsoft, and you're like, what? We've got tons of people working on this stuff, and I don't know really what I was going with that.
Sorry, I'm just still googling it. I was just wondering why the hell there was red lights shining into my room. There's annoying neighbours that are kids and they're shining lasers into my room.
Blind them with your LED.
Oh, I hate when they do that.
Activate LED prototype.
But to be fair, I think all of us have done that.
My next door
Once we've all got
an
LED, not an LED, a laser. Sorry.
Dennis, you've done it.
Of course.
Yeah, you've done it as well.
That's why I got a laser big enough.
Okay, so let's see.
I got a laser big enough, to actually burn.
Oh no, really? Mojang has been affected. Amazon. I use that so often, and I've got credit card details on there.
They've been hacked quite often though.
I've had bank details on there for ages. Well, to be fair, it's just like Blizzard. Blizzard got hacked, but the thing is, they got hacked and people were able to get usernames, but they weren't able to get far enough to get to the credit cards and all that stuff, or debit cards.
Yeah, it's only a certain amount of stuff that's been leaked through this hole.
Wikimedia, Tumblr, Stripe, SoundCloud, no way, Reddit, Mojang, I can't believe that one. Amazon especially, that one annoys me because I use Amazon.
Yeah, it's
GitHub,
Amazon Web Services, stuff like that.
Internet Archive.
So there's loads of stuff. Pinterest, that's another big one. SourceForge, there's a lot of downloads and stuff like that on there.
Very.
A lot of few software applications have been affected. So stuff like McAfee have been McAfee email on web gateways apparently have been affected. Hardware's been affected. Cisco routers. Android smartphones running 4.1.1 Jelly Bean. Now that's a massive wide range of devices because I think I'm running that actually and probably should be careful. But hey, there's nothing I can do.
I never heard about this, but this is actually really, really bad.
It's really big, yeah, and this has only been released. This has only been sort of found in April, and we need to be really careful about where we our details, because as Guy would say, something like this.
It's had
these
2
are the most
years to
important
gather
things
your
you can
personal
possibly
information.
own.
2 years.
What's that?
Apparently it's had 2 years to gather your personal information. That means it knows everything about me. Well, majority of the stuff.
It knows your life.
Knows. Oh my god, this is really this is really weird. Like, can't they find where it's coming from? Like IP trace it or something? I don't know.
No. It's just being leaked.
The question. Sorry. The question is, has any hacker actually used this, or because bear in mind we only found it ourselves? Has any hacker actually used this and taken advantage of it? We don't know.
I think it's been blown quite a lot out of proportion. Like, even though it's affected like 60% over 60% of the internet, but
it wouldn't have been found if hackers weren't trying to use it.
Yeah, like stuff like loads of stuff.
No, it was found because a deliberate hacking team that was employed to find weaknesses such as this. They were employed to find stuff. Yeah, penetration testers and wink wink, and they were used to find stuff like this, and they found this, and then they were like, oh, we should probably report this. It's not like hackers did this and then we found it. We found it first, so we don't actually know if any hackers are taking any advantage of this. So that's something to think about as well.
Oh, okay, but still, as soon as they found it, they went and told everyone on the web, which is basically saying, hackers, come on, here's your time to shine.
If they didn't tell everyone on the web, then it wouldn't have been fixed. Like, because if it's protected 60%, over 60% of the of websites today, they need to put it. They need to tell everybody they can to let them know that, you've done goofed here.
Yeah, but
so yeah.
What they could have done is basically just told the websites in secret and then just didn't tell everyone in public, because people who are hackers might just now see it and be like, okay, now I'm gonna hack them, instead of before. If you just told the main people of the websites, then it would have been okay.
But would you rather know about it than not know about it, and it will be secret?
I'd rather it be secret and they go and fix it as soon as possible.
Yeah, this kid's got a point.
It's a bit like with Amazon. They should have just told Amazon straight away so they can fix it before telling anyone else, because that's got people's bank details.
A lot of people.
It's got my stuff as well, I can tell you that.
Oh my goodness. This has opened a lot of things up to me. I mean, I'm kind of... The internet is a wild beast. Something we cannot control. Wait, Geek Freak also said, look at the exploitation subsection under the history section. Alright, I'll go back to that. Let me have a look. Are you guys on Wikipedia as well? Hello?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Okay, what section did he say to?
Just think of how big the darknet is.
Alright.
So yeah.
Don't talk to me about darknet.
That's just an example. That's just an example.
Exploitation. The Canada Revenue Agency reported of the theft of social insurance numbers belonging to 900 taxpayers, and stated that they were accessed through the exploit of a bug during a 6-hour period on April the 8th. When the attack was discovered, the agency shut down the website and extended the taxpayer filling deadline from April 30th to May 5th. The agency said it will provide anyone affected with credit protection services at no cost. On April 16th, the RCMP announced they had charged an engineering student in relation to the theft with unauthorized use of a computer and mischief in relation to data. So, was this started by some engineering student messing with buttons?
I am not sure. I don't know that much about it, but I mean, it's big.
There's more here as well. It says, in another incident, the UK parenting site Mumsnet had several user accounts hijacked and its CEO was impersonated. Wow, that's kind of harsh.
Why hijack Mumsnet?
I don't know. They just try and get a hold of anything they can, really. I mean...
you know what we're going to do today, guys? You know what? I'm going to hijack Mumsnet.
Yeah, that's some serious stuff right there.
And why wake up and say, hey, today I'm gonna steal a frickin' Mumsnet? Jesus Christ. The
Just
site
because they can
published
do it, that's
an
the reason why they
explanation
do
of
it.
the incident. Okay, on April the 12th, at least 2 independent researchers were able to steal private keys using an attack from an experimental server intentionally set up for that purpose by Cloudflare. Not sure what that is, but I can see if I want to. It was also reported by a professor at University of Michigan that hackers from China attempted to exploit Heartbleed on April 16, 2014 to enter the to enter the honeyspot systems created for research purposes. This is... It feels like someone finds out about it, then all the other hackers are just like, ooh, let's try this as well. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like that.
But
anyway,
that
that's
scares
probably,
me.
Yeah. Dennis, you want to move on to your topic maybe, as we're sort of running a bit long time.
Yeah. Let's go to my subject.
Okay.
So some of you may have heard about the new Facebook tracking. This is a new feature that has been implemented into Facebook, which allows you to allow your phone to basically show exactly, like, pinpoint you on a map. This may sound a bit odd, like that means that anybody, a pedo for example, no offense, but let's just put it out there, I mean they are on Facebook, you can't deny it. They will be able to just find you, and they'll be able to manipulate your position and blackmailing and stuff, and a lot of people think of that straight off the bat, but no, it actually does have some quite cool features in it. For example, you can decide who can see it. They also have to be using it in order to be able to see you, so that means that you know if someone else is trying to find you.
So you can just be like, you know what, I know where you live. Touche. I know where you live too.
Dennis,
Yes?
back to that last topic you were saying about the that they've been hacking places. Ones if they hack Facebook and be able to find everyone's location.
See, that would be something
That's the reason why it would be a bad idea, because they can do it.
Yeah, but you have to have it enabled on your device, and they can, well, unless they hack your phone. Not sure. I'm not sure, my friend.
I don't know. It sounds like...
I don't know. I think we've overstretched the subject now, and let's get back into the Facebook phone tracker. So basically, you have to have your phone on to do it. Your phone has to be there. But this technically means that Facebook is tracking you, even if you have it off, because they will still be doing it. They just won't be broadcasting you. I don't know if it's... I don't know. It might be a bit weird having Facebook tracking you wherever you go. I can see how it could be useful. For example, say if you were trying to meet a friend at a train station or in a concert, and there's so many people, if you just both turned it on, you'd be able to find each other. It'd be pretty cool. And I can see that being quite fun. And I don't know where else it could become useful, but just in general, it could be quite good. There's other things as well with it that it's quite cool. For example, it sends you notifications of when people are near you. It says how far away they are. It says where they are specifically and all that. And it pinpoints them. And I thought this was a really cool system. It allows you to see where your friends are at an easier... I don't know. It makes meetups a lot easier. I mean, for me, whenever I go to town to try and meet a friend, I have to call them and ask specifically where they are, and then I go to that place and they've moved, and you're like, oh, well, where are you now? And they're like, oh, I was heading to you. So then, I don't know, it could just make it easier. I don't know, what do you guys think?
It can be easy for that, but I think I'd rather not have it, because I'd rather keep asking people than they knowing exactly where I am and then cutting me off. Because if there is a person who you do want to meet up, then you will be there at that specific place. But if it's like, oh, you don't really mind, you don't really want to be cut off in the middle of the road of them right in front of you.
Ewan, specific.
What? Shut up.
Yeah, proceed. I don't know, I think it sounds a bit like, I don't know. We've already got sort of that on devices anyway. Like, we've got the whole location. If you know that little thing next to the button where you choose whether you put it on or off. But I don't know. It seems a bit. It's a bit like, I don't want people to know where I am.
Well,
like
I say, you can set it up to just specific people, so you can say, oh, Ewan, I want you to know where I am, but he has to have it on as well, so you have to be able to see where he is for him to be able to see where you are. So they have those sort of systems in place. They've also enabled you to kind of make certain areas private. If you walk into your home, it will turn it off or something, you know what I'm saying?
No, that is clever.
If you walk into a certain area, like if you walked into this street, it would turn it off.
Oh, you're in your living room right now.
Yeah. So basically, you could turn it off and things like that, and it makes it so you do have privacy with this.
Why are you in your bedroom right now? Oh.
Yeah. So wait. So this is this going to cost anything, or is this a free thing?
It's a free thing for Facebook. I've seen screenshots when I Google imaged it of people actually being able to see it. Just quickly go on your Facebook now and let's see if it's there. It should be on the left hand side.
Wait, am I doing this on my phone? Yeah.
Yeah, probably. And it should be on the left hand side where all the apps are. Let me have a quick look. I can't see it. I mean these.
I'm Snapchatting.
Oh,
Give me a
bearing in mind, it does say it's still in development and it's only in selected areas right now, so that could be why we can't use it. For example, I don't think it's in the UK yet, so that's probably why we can't see it. But yeah, like it's something that could be very useful in certain situations, and in other situations it could be quite invasion of personal space, if you know what I'm saying.
This will end so many relationships. I can guarantee it.
Yeah, that could be a bad part of this. Your girlfriend would know where you are every time, and she'd question things.
Yeah.
Why are you walking into that store?
Why were you in town the other day?
Okay, so I'm on my
with a
messenger
friend.
now, and it's there. So I've got the option to turn it on or turn it off. I
Oh,
send
you
a
actually have it on.
Yeah, so I'll send it now. If I
Send a
message,
screenshot on Facebook.
Yeah, so I've
You'll
sent
get
a
like,
message to you guys
so why
on
were you in
Facebook on the
Ann
RT from
Summers?
Radio
Oh
chat.
no, my mum was borrowing my phone.
Guys, if you guys on
dear.
stream, if you hear Facebook noises now, just ignore them. It's just Tom sending me a screenshot, and
Yeah,
it'll
so
be off after that.
Wait, no, I've sent you a message.
Am
You
you
should be able
spamming
to
the
tell you
thing?
where I am.
Wait, I can't see where you are.
So seen by Dennis. There we are.
Yeah, it doesn't tell me where you are. What's it called?
It tells you
Send
on
me a
your phone,
screenshot
like it says
of
sent from this place.
show me a screenshot of where it says tracking or whatever.
It doesn't sort of. There's a sort of like a GPS icon. I can tap it and it goes on. I can tap it and it goes off.
That's been on devices
Yeah,
for a
that's
long
the sort
time.
of thing that's sort of gives you a rough idea. That's your location. It can tell you sort of where.
It says
people
from
are.
Northampton though. It doesn't say specifically where you
It
are.
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't say specifically.
It-
and if they're going to be doing it like that, it's.
But it easily can do it.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about is literally pinpointing you on a map, and it will, when you move, the dot.
All you
Yeah.
have to do is ping different places.
Which is actually a
All
really
you
cool
do is
technology.
send
I like the
signals
idea
up
of
on your
this.
phone.
Yeah,
But
unless
my-
you turn your internet off.
One of my worries
Yeah,
is
if you turn off your internet, then you won't be able to be tracked.
one of my worries is like, say if someone hacks your phone or like something like that, they could then easily find out where you are. I mean, bullying. Do you think bullying could start with this?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
is this an opt-in or an opt-out option? So I mean, you're going to get it, and then you have to choose not to have it, or you have to choose to put it onto your Facebook. You know, how is it? Is it opt-in or opt-out?
I'm honestly not sure, but there's also other things around it as well. Like, I'm wondering, how would this affect your battery usage? I mean, if you're gonna have this on all the time, it's just like
Yeah,
having
you're going to be
Bluetooth on all the time.
constantly pinging everything. I can imagine. So you know, you're going to be pinpointing your location, and it's going to be maybe it might use GPS, and everyone knows that GPS on a phone is absolutely battery draining. It's
Wait, give me a second. Geek Freak says it works really
Okay.
well on Messenger. Tap the message and it gives the map of where you are exactly. Okay. Wait, Tom, I'm gonna quickly
Yeah,
go on
that's
my
what I
phone.
was doing.
Tell me if there's any feedback noises, by
Okay.
the way, because I don't want that going on the screen.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to your message once I've connected to the bloody internet. Right. Give it a second. Okay. So what do I have to do? It works really well on messages. Tap the message. Alright, tap the message. When it does its thing. It's not doing anything. Guys. It's not
Yep.
doing anything. Oh, maybe I should
Um,
enable GPS. Turn on.
1 second, I've got an idea.
I've enabled GPS, so now it might actually do it. I don't know. I'm still tapping the message. It's not doing anything.
Okay, 1 second. Let me give you a
Send
second.
a new
Let's see
message.
if
Send
that's
a new
on.
message. You're gonna hear Facebook noises again, probably, guys. Oh wait, no, you're not.
Okay, fair enough.
Tapping the message doesn't do nothing.
Let's have a
We
look
have
at
to
the
have
chat.
3G enabled because right now I'm on Wi-Fi.
I have absolutely no idea.
Sometimes
I'm on.
emulating
To be
Freak
fair,
says.
I'm on 3G, so it should be showing where I am.
Hmm.
I don't know. But this is very much, you know. Do we have a release date for this or not?
No. Not that I could find anyways, but all I know is that it's in
Okay.
selected locations right now, as in the... Am I using iOS?
Do you think that this maybe could use for law
I'm
enforcement?
sorry, I don't know
'Cause
what
that would
iOS
be really
is.
good.
Is that Apple stuff?
Huh?
iOS, what's iOS? I'm sorry, I'm not good at phones.
Oh my god.
iOS. Oh, do you don't know what iOS? Oh, come on.
Nah,
Dennis.
man, I'm sorry, I'm not good at phones.
Right. Okay. iOS is Apple's operating system for mobile phones.
That's what I just asked. I said, is that
Yes.
Apple or something?
Yeah, that's Apple. Don't worry.
Okay, no, I'm not
Okay.
using that. I'm on a...
You just pull
Android.
Ewan. You really did just pull Ewan.
Well, I'm not really good with phones, as I've already explained with you guys. In fact, I'm terrible at them. I couldn't. It took me about 2 hours the other day to figure out how to turn on Bluetooth.
stick to your flaming LEDs.
I will.
stick
I
to
will.
it,
At least I
please.
know how to use those.
On
Kind
and
of.
off.
Yeah, it's just on and off.
Yeah, exactly. And I can change color and everything. Oh man.
Yeah. Okay, so
Just like my bed.
So this is like, we don't have a release date or anything, but I mean maybe this could be used for law enforcement. So you know, someone's on like a hunt for you. You know, you got a bounty on your head. No, is bounty the right word? I'm gonna go with bounty. And then you know, people on Facebook.
You'll
they
turn
track
off
you
your
down.
phone though.
You know what? Maybe they're not the most smart criminal.
If you knew that you're being chased, then you'll turn off your phone. But if you didn't know you were going to be chased, then you'll stay in the same place where you'd always be.
Okay, everyone, I will be BRB for like a second.
We're about to
BRB.
finish
Go
up,
for
but we'll
it.
wait for you to come back here.
Oh my gosh, that reminded me of a film. Oh, guys, you need to see Ride Along.
Oh god, don't tell us anything.
I'm not. Oh.
Don't
Please,
tell us anything,
please,
otherwise I'm going to
begging
kill you.
Oh. So many spoilers. To be fair, you and you're good at spoilers. You've like spoiled the complete Breaking Bad series for me.
I like
God,
when I buy
spoilers
that and watch
stuff.
it.
I've got a spoiler for you in Breaking Bad. Yeah, the main character dies.
Yeah, but to be honest, he wasn't going to watch it anyway.
Like someone moaned
hey.
at me when I said that the main character dies, and I was like, well, come on, it was pretty obvious. He has terminal cancer.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what did anyone know
And
Kieran's
if he
doing,
didn't
or is
die,
he just
then
off?
it would just, like... If he didn't die, it would have been,
He
like...
would have had to have died.
He would have
or gone
carried
to
on.
jail, and I don't know.
Yeah,
They couldn't
he would have
extend it
had
any
to
longer
carry
than they
on.
did. I don't know
So
why we're
thank
moving
you,
on to
thank
Breaking
you
Bad
for
now.
completely ruining that.
Well, me and you and a Breaking Bad kind of people, okay?
He
we love
had
it.
to die.
So pretty much.
If you look at it, he's constantly,
If
all the
you
time...
Come back.
So let me tell you what happens in Ride Along.
No!
So pretty much.
Shut up now! Shut up!
No,
Before I kick
in
you.
Breaking Bad, it's literally like, he gets money, he loses it, he gets money, he loses it, he gets money, he loses it.
Okay, right.
Not really.
Are we gonna close
Okay.
up the show? Do you reckon?
Yep. All right. So
All
thank
right.
you everybody for watching. This has been RTFM Radio episode
Before
2.
you go,
Oh, yep.
are we going to do shout-outs before you go?
Yeah, of course.
Oh yes, shout outs. Yes, of course.
Oh,
Shout
yeah.
out to Lava
So-
Extract for letting us use his Mumble server.
We also need a shout out for Lewis McKendry. He's listening hopefully. So yeah, shout out to Lewis.
Shout out to Lewis McKendry. Who else we got a shout out, guys? Anyone?
Shanks. Give a shout out to Shanks. Give a shout out to Sam as well. And that
Grub
image
Screw.
I'd like to. Oh yeah, Grubscrew. Shout out to Grubscrew for tuning
Yeah,
in
we
again.
will.
Geek Freak.
Actually
Yeah.
providing.
Because he's awesome. Alright, Dina Bean 13, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
Shout out to also...
Funny. Oh dear.
Shout out to Isla and Abby as well.
Yeah, Ida and Abby. Because I don't think they're listening right now. And yeah, okay.
What
so,
did you just
happy
do?
Easter to you all.
Dennis, I put in,
Dennis, what did you just do?
What happened?
I made
He
the
went-
whip noise. Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh
Dennis,
dear.
there's a GIF I put
Oh
in
my
the mumble. I'd like you to put that as we leave, please.
A
That
GIF in
is,
the mumble that you want me to
it's,
put in.
it's a shout out to someone.
Yes!
Just,
Oh my god! Yes!
Oh, I don't want to know. Don't want to know.
You do!
Yes.
You do!
Yeah.
One sec.
It's
One
glorious.
second.
It's flaming glorious.
Oh
What the
my!
hell?
I'm giving this a separate scene just for this. Oh. This is one of our friends in all his glory.
Wow.
Who is this dude?
Is that actually him?
Yeah, that's his.
Yep,
That's
that
John.
would be
What
Who
is
is
he
it?
doing?
That would be the
That's
Jason.
Gangnam.
this?
Jonathan.
He's doing Gangnam Style.
Wow, he was a real nerd, wasn't he?
Was.
I don't
Oh,
know.
it's so
Who is
bad.
Is it on the screen
Who is
yet?
this?
Jonathan.
Is it on the screen yet?
Jonathan?
Yeah, he's like really bad.
I don't know who this dude is.
The person on Mumble.
Anyways,
Oh.
the person on Mumble. Okay.
Okay. So as we were saying, anyways, if you want to check out RTFM's radio's YouTube, this is where we upload all of the broadcasts, so you can see past broadcasts or future ones. Or if you missed out a bit of this one, then you can. Do you want to like, stop pressing push to talk?
What?
Let go of your push to talk.
It
God, it's
isn't.
so annoying.
Mine isn't there.
What?
My push to talk isn't pulled down. Like when I let go, it isn't
Okay.
there.
And now
Mute
miraculously
your mic then or
echo has
something.
stopped.
'cause- ah. Phew.
Anyways,
Okay, yeah, so if you want to check out YouTube, then it's RTFM, youtube.com/RTFM radio with no underscore. Sorry, the thing at the top is a little bit wrong. Then we've got the Facebook, which is
Facebook, which is Facebook.com/RTFM radio.
Same with Twitter and
then
everything else.
Sorted. Just give us a like, give us a follow, whatever. Sorted.
Do what you want. Have a nice time.
Yeah. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter.
Get the hell away from
So yeah. All right. Okay. We'll see you next week. I think it's same time next week.
This
unless
is the
day
sign
changes.
off, and have a
Nerd
nice
Gamers.
time.
Nerd Gamers.
All right.
This is Nerd Gamers. Nerd Gamers sign off.
Nerd Gamers.
Goodbye.
You guys are just
All right.
like, if there was like a title
We need
for
a
knowing
sign
how
off.
to kill something, you guys would have it.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Dennis. Thank you. That's so proud.
Oh man.
I'm so proud now.
Oh.
Okay then. All right. Well, I'll
Anyway.
see you all next week.